Namaste everyone, Rishi Gupta here, and today I'm going to be speaking about vulnerability. In the previous few videos that I made about my mother and my father, I felt quite vulnerable and quite exposed, I'll be honest. And sharing all that I shared and putting it all out for public view on YouTube was not the easiest of things for me to do, but I persevered. I am happy that I did. And if there was anything that inspired something inside you that you would like to share, please do reach out. And you don't have to reach out to me publicly. There's private ways you can do that as well. Even if you don't want to reach out to me, that's perfectly fine. As long as you implement some of what you may have uncovered or discovered, that's good enough for me. Do what you need to do what you want to do without having the fear that something may go wrong. With good intentions, nothing can go wrong. You live and learn. Vulnerability is something we hear a lot when we talk about personal growth, emotional intelligence, but what does it really mean? And why does it matter? And why does it seem so damn hard to be vulnerable? Let me take you into a situation that I was recently in. I was part of a conversation in a group of 20 to 30 people, and the topic was sensitive. We were talking about race, culture, belonging, heavy words that carry history, emotion, pain, pride. In the middle of all of that, there was a question that hovered in the air. How can leaders create spaces where people feel heard and safe? One by one, a few individuals, maybe 6 or 7 out of the whole group, chose to speak. They didn't just speak, they shared truly from their hearts. They shared truly raw personal stories about feeling like they didn't belong because of being judged because of their color of their skin, their accent, their backgrounds. These weren't rehearsed stories, they weren't polished. They were messy, real, emotional stories. And they were shared with complete strangers. That moment, it struck me. Vulnerability wasn't just being talked about, it was happening right there in front of me. And something shifted. I felt safe. I felt surprised. And I felt willing. Willing to share my own story, my own doubts, my own sense of otherness. Because when someone else opens up their hearts, it invites yours to do the same. It reminded me of something I've come to believe. People are intrinsically good. They want to connect. They want to understand. They want to embrace difference. But most of the time, they're usually just waiting for somebody else to go first. And that's the thing about vulnerability. It's not weakness, it's leadership. It's okay to take the first step. It's encouraged. That's what courage is. It's the thing that opens doors we didn't even know were closed. Here's a truth that might sting a little bit. In group conversations, most people stay silent. We know that. That's just how it is. Even in a room of 30, 40 people, 6, 7, 10 will speak. And it's not because the rest don't care. It's because vulnerability is uncomfortable. Speaking up means being exposed, being seen. And being seen means being judged, or at least fearing that, even if it's not actually true. But I've also learned that the ones who do speak, who choose to be vulnerable, become catalysts. They set the tone. They show the rest of us that it's okay to feel. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to be human. When you're in leadership, whether you're a manager, a teacher, a parent, or just someone others look towards, you hold a certain power. You hold responsibility. You can either create a space where people shrink and hide, or one where they rise and share. That conversation made me hopeful. It reminded me that vulnerability isn't about having a perfect story. It's about being willing to share the imperfect ones. It showed me that some companies, some teams, some communities are really trying. They're not getting it all right every time, but they're showing up. They're listening. They're creating spaces, safe spaces. And that's where change begins. Not with grand gestures, but with quiet moments of truth. So here's what I would like you to leave with. Be the first to go. Take the first step. In your next meeting, your next conversation, your next hard moment, be the one who opens the door. Not with performance, but with presence. Share something real. Say, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Say, I felt that too. Say, here's what I'm working through. Because vulnerability isn't the end of strength, it's the beginning of connection and courage. The words are not what are as important as how you say it. It's the feeling, the honesty, the truth. It's owning up. Because vulnerability is important. It is what creates connection. It is the beginning of connection, as I mentioned. And if you can help someone feel seen for a moment, you have led. And I'd also like to believe that me speaking and you listening has inspired you to speak up as well. It's okay to be real. By seeing vulnerability take shape and manifest itself in front of me, it made me think, how many times have I stayed silent where I could have spoken? How often have I avoided hard conversations, not because I didn't care, but because I was afraid of being judged? Vulnerability isn't about being fearless, it's about being honest in the face of fear. It's courage, true courage. So here's what I want you to consider, that if you are in that position of leadership, formal or informal, ask yourself, what kind of space are you creating? Are people around you staying silent because it's unsafe to speak? Or are they holding back because you haven't gone first? Be the one who goes first. Share your story. Admit that you don't know it all. Ask questions instead of giving answers. Lean into the discomfort, not away from it. Because in doing that, you give others permission to do the same. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's leadership. And if we want to build communities, teams, workplaces, and families where people truly belong and they feel it and they know it, then we need to show up, not just with our strengths and our wins, but with our whole selves. Here's my call to you. In the next call or conversation that you have with your team, with your family, friends, be brave to be real. Go first, share a piece of your truth, because you never know who's waiting for you to share their own voice, and they need your vulnerability to be able to do that. Bye.